and Kevin got her reaction. Take a look.
People started texting me and saying, okay, Savage. And I was like, what are they talking about? I didn't even know what they were talking about. And then somebody sent me a meme. So that was very sweet. You know, it's funny, when I was young, I had a convertible and I used to drive up to Beyonce's school, and she would say, oh, mama, you know, you're a hot mama, you know, with my orange lipstick and my hair blowing. So that's where the line came from.
So I know when I first heard the remix and all of Beyonce's lyrics, like she went viral for the stuff she was spitting, but there was also some like familial Easter eggs, as Tina told her. She was like referencing a bunch of stuff from growing up in Houston with her mom, including the car she drove. So it kind of was like, I feel like it was just a love letter to generations of savagery in that family, you know what I'm saying? And so obviously it was a humble brag. I just love that Tina she was like, I don't understand the memes. She was like, a lot of people were texting her the memes, and she was trying to, add it all up, but she's still bopping to it, as we all are.
She's just still so grounded, which I love, you know, and I think what I love about those lyrics too is that it reminds us that Beyonce's still grounded. As much as she has gotten to be an icon in her own time, like she still is giving the shout outs to mom. She's staying sane and, you know, knows her hierarchy in her family and like where she got it from.
That, and it's so true. She's also grounded in the sense that she's also plugged in. You know what I mean? She knows what the culture's talking about. That's why you got the OnlyFans shout out and all of this. It's like she's self-aware, you know, of everything. And she put it all into this lyric. And I think that's what made it so iconic. I love it. But, you know, what's also amazing is obviously Tina and Beyonce are actually doing their part to also help their hometown of Houston amid the COVID-19 pandemic. And in fact, she also shared about how they're giving back to minorities in their hometown.
I was talking to a friend in Houston, and she was telling me that they were really having trouble getting minorities to come out and get tested. And that, you know, young people, for some things, they went and they got in line, but they weren't getting tested. So I was like, what if we created an event where we gave them free products and grocery certificates and, you know, and a hot meal, which is really important right now. We could feed the healthcare workers and just making an event to bring awareness and make it a cool thing. Houston has one of the lowest rates of testing. Mm-hmm. And that's a very sad thing, because people can be asymptomatic, but pass it on to their grandmothers and their family, not even know they have it. I know economically it's a strain, but if you're an essential worker, it's so important for you to know your status and not infect others.
You know, Tina has always said that Beyonce is a silent giver. She doesn't do it for publicity. You'll notice there's hardly any camera crews when she's doing her charitable work as part of Be Good. And so leave it to Tina, though. She goes, I got this. I'm going to let the world know this is who my daughter is and this is who our family is. And of course, it's kind of amazing how they're giving back too.
Well, you know, that is something that sort of incenses me when people go off. Like I saw something the other day where somebody was talking about like how Beyonce had done so little for the Black community or something. And I was just like, just because you don't hear about celebrities giving, donating, whatever, doesn't mean they're not doing it. And I feel celebrities are so often in a lose-lose situation, because if they do give, people say you're doing it for publicity. And if they don't talk about, like if they do talk about it, people say that. And if they don't talk about it, people are like, well, where's it at? What are you doing? Exactly. It's a lose-lose. So I just am like, everybody shut your mouth on this. You don't know what people are doing behind closed doors and in secret. And again, the whole point of being charitable is not to put the spotlight on yourself. So they can't win.
And they chose Houston for a reason.